Leobold Live, and this is a special announcement, live announcement on tape for Nic Leobold for President 2020. I'm very pleased about my campaign. I've handed out thousands of flyers, and word is spreading, and I'm having a lot of fun on the campaign, and if it's not fun, you're not doing it right. So things are going well, and I'm enjoying. And if you want to check out my flyer, go to nlforprez.com, nlforprez.com. And if you'd like to make a personal cash contribution of $100 million or more, or $5 or more, or $1 or more, or even 1 penny, everything is appreciated. And you can call me at 917-698-3507. 917-698-3507 for in-person contributions, even at your local ATM if you want. And because I take all cash donations too, of any amount, even over 100 million or 500 million, etc. Also, you can go to my website and you can get my address to send me donations, contributions, gifts, gift cards, any goods, any good goods that you want to send me, which, by United States Postal Service or FedEx or UPS or Deutsche Post or whatever. I forgot what they're called, Deutsche Post. The name escapes me. Anyway, the campaign is going very well, and I wanted. This message is to announce why I'm running. This is why I'm running 2019 for Nic Leobold, Nic Leobold for 2020 for President 2020. So this is why I'm running. Guys, we need serious change in America and the world. We need to make the world great again and make America great again. MWAGA and MAGA. I fully agree with Donald Trump on that. But I'm like Donald Trump and Murray Rothbard on steroids. Now, Google Murray Rothbards and Google Donald Trump if you don't know who they are, Anyway, why I'm running. I am a voluntarist, libertarian, and anarchap. And you can Google those terms. Voluntarist.com is a very good website. You can learn a lot from the Libertarian Party. You can learn a lot from the libertarian organizations. You can learn a lot from Austrian economics, which is the most ideal, most basic, most perfect economics in the world. And you can learn a lot by, exploring anarchism and free market anarchism and anarcho-capitalism, because I'm primarily an anarcho-capitalist. And you can learn a lot from all of these things, and to broaden your understanding and appreciation and your basic in-tuneness with what's going on today, the history of economics and political economics and what's happened in history, and to explain to you what's really going on so you're really an informed person. And I've disagreed with Peter Schiff a lot, and I know he's seen my videos, and he's trying to avoid answering my videos, but Peter Schiff is also on YouTube, is an excellent resource. And I also encourage you to support Infowars.com with your viewership, because Alex Jones has done a valuable service to this country and to the world, and he should be commended. And under my administration, everyone who has been a true patriot and who has contributed and stood the test of bravery under fire will be recognized and appreciated. And a lot of people deserve the Medal of Freedom, and they're not getting it, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Under my administration, one of my actions will be to appreciate all of those brave individuals who have given their life to standing up for liberty, standing up for reducing government to the maximum degree possible, and defending property rights, individual rights, self-ownership, the sanctity of the family and the sanctity of the individual and the sanctity of individual businesses, small organizations, etc., the sanctity of the rights of people who are vulnerable and being oppressed. All of these are a holistic situation that's confronting this country and confronting the world, and we're going to solve it together as one world, one country, defending principles that are right and that we can learn about and understand, that are valuable to every single person, no matter where they are in life and where they're going, where they've come from, because we're all going to make it together. That's one of the few things that I can actually recognize Bill Clinton for pointing out, is that we're not going to make it unless we make it all together. So anyway, I want to go over my flyer, which you can see my flyer here. And you can see it online at nlforprez.com. And you can Google me, Nic Leobold, Nic, N-I-C, Leobold, L-E-O-B-O-L-D. And it's actually Nicholas Nic Leobold, Nicholas without the H. Nicolas Cage changed his name to copy me. And so it's actually Nicholas without the H, Nicholas Nic Leobold. I'm known as Nick is my nickname. So far, this video is going very well. Wow. Anyway, this is part of my agenda. We have to privatize all schools. We have to auction off the schoolhouses. Let the teachers and businesses bid on and other people bid on the schoolhouses, bid on the infrastructure, everything. And the teachers can go into business for themselves, and then private families and private groups can hire their own teachers, like we did in the 19th century, like Little House on the Prairie. Then I want to repeal all taxes, including the property tax, all across America. And I want to use the power of the federal government. And I'm also running for president, for U.S. Senate in New York, for mayor of New York City, and for all offices, including New York governor, over the next 4 years to 12 years and beyond. This is a long-term gig for me, but I fully intend to win this year. And unfortunately, I'm better than Donald Trump, but I commend Donald Trump for doing an excellent, excellent job. Much better, infinitely better than Hillary Clinton would have done. Hillary Clinton wanted to start 3 separate world wars with Korea, China, Russia, and Hillary Clinton would have been a disaster, because the Democrats are a disaster. The Democrats are a horrible, racist, socialistic disaster for America, and they should all be thrown out of the country. And, the Republicans, a lot of them too. Okay, so we should repeal all taxes, national and state, and fund government with voluntary contributions only. And we should deregulate, liberalize the entire economy for massive growth, deregulate 100% for massive growth. And the economy, you're never going to win. You won't believe how much you're going to win. I mean, under my administration, you're going to get you're never going to get bored of how much you're going to win. You're going to win so much. My God, you're already winners. And by the way, you can't lose. You can't lose. You can't lose. Thank you. I salute every one of you. I salute every one of you, because every one of you is special, and every one of you will contribute to the rebirth of the great nation of America and making the world great again. Anyway, so we want to deregulate 100%. We want to repeal all liquor, tobacco, prescription, and drugs, except I still want to keep forever. Of course, poisons are always unlawful, absolutely unlawful, against the law, and anyone dealing in poisons has to be punished severely, possibly with the death penalty or life in prison. But if you deal in poisons and trying to hurt people kill them, if you actually try to kill people with poisons, that might call for the death penalty. But maybe not by government. But I'm not sure how to deal with that, whether it's life in prison. But I want to close the prisons too. So I guess society will deal with people like that. I hope. But anyway, all drugs should be legal except for poisons, except for lethal poisons. And then I have an A+ rating from theadvocates.org, jpfo.org, Jews for the Preservation of Fireship Ownership. I have a A rating of the Libertarian Party. I was the Libertarian candidate for State Senate and State Assembly in 2002, 2004, and 2006. I have an A equivalent to A+ rating from FIJA.org. What is that again? The Jury Association, FIJA.org. I conform to them 100%, but I have to refresh my study of all their core principles. But the Jury Association, FIJA.org, is very important. Jury rights. Even though I am against registering to vote, and I'm against mandatory jury duty, and that's one reason you shouldn't register to vote. But so I recommend that everyone not register to vote, because if you vote, you're agreeing with the system, and so you're philosophically telling the courts and the government that you agree with the outcome of the elections, which are rigged. But anyway, if you do vote, I need your vote. Please vote for me. Also, I have an A+ rating from NRAILA.org, the National Rifle Association Institute for Legislative Action, and I have an A+ rating according to gunowners.org, Gun Owners of America. Their criteria, I have an A+ rating. I'm far beyond them, far beyond NRA. A JPFO, I think, is alongside me with no regulations whatsoever on guns. And if people understood the crime issue, they would agree with me. They would understand that, we shouldn't, the Second Amendment should be respected absolutely, totally. So we shouldn't have any gun control whatsoever. Gun control is totally satanic and evil. We protect the First Amendment with the Second Amendment. Now, I also want to close the NYPD, the New York Police Department. I want to close the Fire Department of New York. Both of them have been falsely arresting me, falsely hospitalizing me, falsely assaulting me, battering me, abusing me. They've broken the law in hundreds of ways against me for decades. Since I was a teenager, these people have been, the NYPD has been victimizing me, ignoring my rights and ignoring my complaints and not filing my complaints. They might as well have broken every law in the books. I want to auction off and privatize the MTA and all mass transit systems across the country. I want to lower the drinking age to 13 and raise the voting age to 21, and that's because kids drink anyway, and if you make the drinking age 21, you're encouraging them to break the law and encouraging them to abuse alcohol. So I want to remove the stigma from alcohol, which they drink anyway, and I want to encourage them to be healthy by abstaining or by limiting the amount they drink to only special occasions and not abusing alcohol. And I want to raise the voting age to 21 because 21 is still very young, because kids are so immature now in the modern age compared to a long time ago. But it should be at least 21, which is the age of majority legally, because if we... there's my beautiful artwork, by the way. I'm such a genius. But if we make the voting age 18, then it's way too... they're way too immature to understand how to vote, because they're, the Democrats want to lower the voting age, of course, because they want they want ignorant kids to vote who have no experience, and they want to fool them with idealism. And there's nothing wrong with idealism, except if you want to vote crooks into office. So then I want to repeal all zoning in New York and nationwide, because zoning is a hindrance to the free market, and it allows government to totally stifle commerce all across the board. and interfere with development. It prevents enough adequate housing. It prevents adequate luxury, low cost, working class and poor people homes. It prevents middle class people from getting homes. It prevents businesses of all types from doing business. So we have to repeal all zoning. And we have to legalize gambling 100% and allow small businesses and private casinos of any size to operate, and regulate themselves and regulate them in the free market in the society. We have to strengthen the Bill of Rights because the Bill of Rights has been watered down by the courts. We have to actually really strictly strengthen the Bill of Rights to make it foolproof so the Supreme Court and the Congress can't take away our Bill of Rights. We have to strengthen the Bill of Rights. And we have to get equal economic and legal rights for every individual business, family, and organization. That's the goal of my whole work is to get equal economic and legal rights, which I've been denied most of my life by the banks in particular. And I also have a $750 million lawsuit, a counterclaim against Capital One Bank USA, and I have all my pending upcoming litigation against numerous other banks and financial institutions, and against the consumer credit reporting agencies, because all of them defrauded from me and lied and committed wire fraud and committed reckless endangerment, et cetera, when I was traveling. I want to reduce the federal and state budgets by 90%, and I want to reduce the military budget also by 90%, and we can still have the world's best military with American know-how and ingenuity and high technology. We can have the best military in the world, but we can cut the military at least by 80%, but I want to cut it by 90%, because we can use all that money to develop prosperity and luxury and decent and respectable conditions for the whole country, for every community, every state, every town, every region of America, and set a shining example for the world. And we have to make the world great again, and we have to make the world great again by making America great again, by setting an example for the world, like we used to in the 19th century. Before the Federal Reserve, and before the Income Tax Act. I want to reduce cabinet level departments across the board. I want to get rid of a lot of cabinet level departments because they're a total waste of money and anti-commerce and anti-free market and anti-competitive and anti-functional and anti-economic. Just eliminate most of them. Eliminate the minimum wage, because when I repeal all taxes, you won't need a minimum wage. You can keep every cent you earn and pay zero taxes, and keep every cent you earn and invest. You can do FIRE even more hyper intensely under my economic plan. You're going to win so much, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe how much we're going to win. You can't fail. You can't fail. Okay? We're going to win so much. It's going to be like fantastic. It's going to be unbelievable. I was at Graf Diamonds and De Beers yesterday. I mean, you're going to be bleeding diamonds out of your ears, out of your eyes, out of your, you're going to be drooling diamonds. Everyone in America and the world is going to be like drooling precious, gems. And you're going to be drooling gold. We're going to be like, we're going to have like gold dining sets. We're going to be like eating off gold plates, and we're going to be like having gold strawberry chocolate sundaes, sprinkled with gold. And then when we compost in our gardens, we're going to have to mine the gold from our gardens after when we harvest our vegetables, we're going to have to harvest our gold too. Let me see now here. Eliminate minimum wage. Okay, we don't need the minimum wage because we have no taxes. Restore gun rights and enhance our KBA. I am so extremely pro gun rights. I mean, we're going to win so much. Like, we're going to reduce crime across the board. We are going to protect society. Anyone who wants to be armed, can carry open or concealed. Society is going to be so safe, just like all the states that don't have gun control are the safest states in America. And all the states that do have gun control, they're all the states with the worst violence. And this is every year in and out. It just never changes. That I want to repeal the medical and lawyer monopolies. Okay, the doctors, the pharmaceutical companies, the pharmacists, the hospitals, and the lawyers and the judges, and the phony law enforcement system, the phony legal and injustice system, and the phony medical system, which is poisoning the country, and preventing healthy foods and healthy medicines, herbal medicines and natural medicines and natural cures. We could have cured cancer by now if we didn't regulate medicine and food by the government. So I want to completely eliminate the FDA completely. And I mean, you're going to win so much. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe this. I can't believe how much we're going to win. I mean, I should be crying. We're going to win so much. I mean, I should be crying. We're going to win so much. It makes me laugh. We're going to win so much. Unbelievable. We're going to be laughing to the bank. We're going to have our own banks. We're going to be laughing to our safes. We're going to be laughing to our safes. I want to legalize free market money in banking. I want to legalize. We can create our own currencies. Anyone can open a bank, just like the 19th century. And, I created the Ron Paul dollar with Bernard von Nothaus of Liberty Dollar. We're going to bring back Liberty Dollar. We're going to bring back the Ron Paul dollar. We're going to bring back a lot of other currencies. We're going to bring back the Shire silver. We're going to, Shire silver is still working, but it's great. It's great stuff. But we're going to bring back free market currency and private currency. And it's going to be far, far better than Facebook Libra. Facebook Libra is infantile. Facebook Libra is a joke. Okay, just like Bitcoin is a joke. Bitcoin is not worth anything. There's no intrinsic value. What is Bitcoin worth? People just convert it into dollars because Bitcoin is a scam, okay? I got Bitcoin from Coinbase. Coinbase scammed me, and Bank of America and Coinbase scammed me and stole my Bitcoin, which would be worth like $40,000 today because it's a bubble. But don't invest in Bitcoin. Invest in gold, silver, precious metals, precious stones, real estate, tangible assets, antiques. Bitcoin is very speculative and has no intrinsic value. But anyway, it should be legal. Like, I'm not saying it shouldn't be legal. Of course it should be legal. Of course Bitcoin is lawful. But I'm just saying, I am not a Bitcoin advocate, but I want to bring back Liberty Dollar, not the blockchain Liberty Dollar. I'm against the blockchain Liberty Dollar. But we have to legalize free market money in banking. And that's one of my agendas. Now, listen, I take Square, I take cash, I take goods by delivery. You can learn how to call me, and you can learn my address, my shipping address on my website, nlforprez.com, nlforprez.com, nl4prez.com, numeral 4, nlforprez.com. And if you want to give me a personal donation in person, you can call me at 917-698-3507, 917-698-3507, 917-698-3507. And if you want to send me gift cards, cash, gold, checks, money orders, goods in the mail, my shipping address is Nic Leobold at 210 East 9th Street, apartment 2, New York, New York, 10003. Nicholas Leobold, 210 East Ninth Street, apartment 2, New York, New York, 10003. Nicholas Leobold, 210 East Ninth Street, apartment 2, New York, New York, 10003. Okay, guys, I really appreciate you. You can't lose. Thank you very much. I'm looking into my portable camera because I'm looking at myself in the smartphone, and this video has gone pretty well. I mean, look, I don't use the teleprompter. I don't necessarily dress up in a suit all the time. I have suits. I like t-shirts. I like to wear t-shirts a lot. But I'm me. You know, I am what I am. I'm a super, super incredible person. I'm so fantastic, and I win so much. It's unbelievable. But we're going to win so much. I mean, it just makes me laugh. We're going to win so much. It just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. We're going to laugh. We're going to laugh, and we're going to win so much. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. God bless America. Thank you very much. This is nlforprez.com. Nic Leobold, Nicholas Nic Leobold. Thank you very much. You can't lose.